Bene's Bloody Bits.
Welcome to Triple B. My name is Jason Bene. He's Malcolm, founder of Beef Wellington. Is that what that says? It must have something to do with like a mezzanine title or something. How's it going, man? We were supposed to go on a couple hours ago, but life happens, but we're here now. Oh, Malcolm, microphone. There you go.
That's what happens when you do it yourself, I guess. Yeah, things do get in the way, but hey, that's what happens. That's life, isn't it? I'm doing good, feeling a lot better. Picked up a new game to play later, so I'm even more excited. And yeah, I'm looking forward to looking at these titles.
All right, so this November 1st obviously was yesterday, so let's just jump right into what was dropped. First and foremost is a VSU of Congo. This thing is like 10,000 units, so this is going to be the six-string samurai. Don't know if they're ever going to be able to get rid of all these movies, but
so you don't have a lot of faith in it then?
Well, it's with their deal with Paramount. This is one of those films that came out like it's a Michael Crichton novel, so I think Paramount thought this was going to be like Jurassic Park, and they did a lot of tie-ins with different like fast food chains. And I'm old enough to remember because I was working at Blockbuster Video at the time when this came out, and I never wanted to see it. It's not something that ever really grabbed my attention. I probably wouldn't even pick it up like as a $10 Blu-ray. My computer is acting slow for some reason, so the artwork is not coming up.
It is coming up on mine. Oh no, I see. It's not on the main thing, yeah.
Yeah, of course, I mean, go figure. But yeah, Congo. This is not part of the subscription. This is not something I'm going to pick up. What about you?
I picked it up because I've got every VSU now, so I feel like I have to put them together, I guess. But I have to be honest, I would have preferred Mighty Joe Young over this trash. So I do feel like that would have been a far superior movie and release.
So, but you did. What was the price even with your subscription discount?
I think it was like 34, 33, maybe.
Okay, here we go.
It's like $8, isn't it, normally?
I do dig the artwork. It's definitely playing like King Kong. It's just not, I don't know. This is not a movie that really great artwork. I will give it that. Yeah, this is not something. I mean, I don't blame them for releasing it. I mean, why not? I mean, and I mean, at this point, nobody should be surprised anything they put out. That they have grown as a company, and there we go. I do love the
artwork.
Like
that back.
Yeah,
the disco dance in Congo.
They do look like I'm waiting for the disco ball to drop with these guys.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, I do enjoy the cast. Doesn't it have like Ernie Hudson, Tim Curry, I believe Bruce Campbell's in there.
Yeah, Dylan Walsh is in it.
Directed by Frank Marshall, who also did Arachnophobia. It's just, I don't know, man. Unless it's King Kong, I'm not down for Mighty Joe Young or Congo. This is just I mean, it's a 4K. Yeah.
What King Kong? What King Kong is it you'd want to see?
Anything other than Congo. I mean, because it's going to be very tame, and it's going to be, it's going to be limited to what. It's not like he's fighting another monster, right? I haven't seen the film.
True.
I mean, it's just kind of like humans versus apes, and it's like a.
And we all know he should win that.
It's like a glorified Planet of the Apes or something. But this is the one that we knew they were working on for years.
True.
Looking for
a very boring slipcover.
They could have definitely done more with it. This is kind of like this movie, from what I've heard, the music rights with Donna Summer, which was keeping it from being like released because you had to clear that money with her estate, because she's since passed away. 8,000 units, Diane Keaton, Tuesday Weld, Richard Gere, Tom Berenger, LeVar Burton. I'd seen like bits of this film, maybe like in the 90s. I had never watched it from
Yeah.
beginning to end. I know it's like kind of like a highly sexually charged film. I just remember there was a scene where Diane Keaton's like in bed with Richard Gere and she's got like a scar on her butt and she's like, "Oh, don't look at it." And he like kisses it. So, but
Oh.
there's more to the movie than that. But this is one like
And the way you describe it sells it even more, I guess.
it's one of those films that people have been wanting. I guess it's been a very long time since
Yeah.
it's been available on physical media. And something tells me this cost, I have no insider knowledge. This is a six-figure acquisition, if you
Yeah,
ask me.
definitely.
This seems like between licensing it and clearing the I apologize, man. This I don't know what the hell is going on with the internet today. The artwork is not even coming up. Yeah, this seems to be expensive. We've known that they've kind of made it open with clues that they've been working on this for years. A stacked release. It might not have been something I would have picked up if it wasn't part of the subscription. It would have been like a
really,
maybe.
you would have.
I just want to get this artwork up. I don't know why things are acting so slow today.
We hear about Diane Keaton getting her butt out and you can't get up.
I can't even get this. Yeah, it is like, this is like my old computer. This is the reason why I had to upgrade computers, because my old one was acting like this. And you know what? I'm gonna get out and go back in because that's just too slow. I'll try it this way. At that, I don't even know if that's going to make a difference because right now it's still going super slow, which is not like my computer to do that. But anyway, so looking for Mr. Goodbar, it's something you're looking forward to?
Yeah, I haven't seen it, funny enough, but Donna has, and she said she had very fond memories of it and was describing it and said how sad the ending was and everything. Obviously, I'm not going to say what she said about that in case people haven't seen it. But I was like, oh, the fact that she's seen it kind of says a lot because she hasn't watched many of those kind of films. So I'm looking forward to watching it when it comes. But I do wish the film cover was a little bit more detailed because it's such a big announcement. Not that the film cover really matters, but it kind of pumps people up more.
It seems like they could have done more with it, made it a little bit more. I don't know.
I feel like they could have put a picture of a bum on the back with a scar.
Yeah, I mean, this computer, man, I don't know what's going on over here. It's just not meant. Here we go. Okay, I got their website up. Let me pull it up. All right, I think we might be in better shape here. Let me reshare. Yay! Welcome to the world of fucking computers. Let me try now.
Yeah, I had to restart before we come on.
Okay. Oh my God, it's still slow as shit. My goodness. Okay, so looking for Mr. Goodbar. The artwork is just not going to work for me. I'm going to go to the next one. Yes, a slasher film that's never been on disc as far as Blood Tracks. This is ridiculous, man. I don't know what's going on over here.
Well, why don't you show it on the front page since it keeps loading, and then go in and then just talk about the movie since it's for some reason not working.
On the front. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's probably the best way to do it. Let me get out. If it even freaking allows me. Mike, I hope my computer doesn't have a bug or something. I don't know. Okay, here we go.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so there's Looking for Mr. Goodbar, not the best artwork in the world. Blood Tracks is a mid-'80s slasher film that's, as far as I know, never on Blu-ray, maybe on DVD. We saw the teaser banner. People thought it was
on VHS ages ago, I believe.
Yeah, people thought it was iced because of the teaser. I do think Vinegar Syndrome has iced. I just don't think they're ready to give it. I don't know if it's going to be DeGosser video. I can't remember if it was shot on video, so maybe it's part of DeGosser. Um,
16mm, wasn't it?
yeah, and that could be. I don't know if that falls underneath the same family as the Gosser video, or
Hmm.
does it become a? But it's kind of an open secret that Brad Henderson, who works at TerraVision, they were in talks with the rights holder to get iced. And from what I heard, is Vinegar Syndrome swooped in and grabbed it because they got deeper pockets and they were able to acquire it, which really
Ooh.
pissed off TerraVision. So I do believe there's some truth in that.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. A bit
But
shocking. I believe if they do have iced, I believe it will be announced in January in a subscription thing.
it could be. I don't think we're going to get it. The two mystery titles we'll talk about, I don't think that's going to be iced.
One
So
of
yeah,
them's definitely the Cape. I know that because the box we were talking about.
yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. Okay, so Blood Trap,
And come.
I've never seen, and I'm a slasher guy. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed somebody
Ooh.
here. Hey guys, new subscriber here. Hope
Hey.
you're good. Thank you, Heroic Waffles. Sorry I missed your comment. Kind of dealing with some internet issues over here, but thank you for watching. And yeah,
Welcome.
let's see. We got okay. So we got a strong lineup here. You got some studio horror with Congo. You have somewhat obscure, but with a major A-list cast of a naughty 70s, kind of erotic
Yeah.
thriller. You got 80s slasher, which that's my bread and butter, and I've never seen this film. And
Shocking.
got to give Vinegar Syndrome credit. 2 months in a row, we got some never on disc slashers, and now through VSP, we got Black Eyed Susan, which I believe, forget who the director is, Scooter McRae, I believe
I
is
think it
his
was that.
name. The name sounds familiar. I think he used to write for Fangoria, but VSP is going to be newer. I thought this was going to be Street Trash, the remake.
So did I. So did I. I thought it was going to be Street Trash, but I guess it's going to be next time.
Yeah, this one, the clues were similar. A VSP of a film that just finished a festival run, which
Yeah.
both films qualify for that. I'm more interested in Street Trash than this movie. Did you grab this one?
Yeah, I grabbed it because I saw some nudity. The woman had a wet t-shirt on, so I was like, I have to get it for that.
The
So,
secret releases, if you read it, it says it's a set. Okay, when we get to the hidden releases, we're gonna have to look into that. I didn't notice that before.
but could one of them be a set and the other one not be a set?
Okay, that's different. We'll have to look at that a little bit closer. But anyways,
Hmm.
speaking of DeGosser video, we got Cannibal the Musical. I believe that's what, Trey Parker from South Park.
Yeah.
Um, Trauma Film. I like the Gosford video. I will say this. I believe Vinegar Syndrome started the Gosford video because TerraVision and Culture Shock Releasing left as partner labels, and they were known for shot on video films. We know one of the tenets of Vinegar Syndrome was to restore film. They weren't
Yeah.
never going to do 16mm shot on video thing that didn't require a restoration. I think this label was created to stick it to them when they left. What do you think?
Honestly, I think they always planned to do this label, and I think they held off because of their respect for television and culture shock. But once those two shit the nest, as they say, and left, and they decided, you know what, why not? Let's start one. And they said, you know, we're not going to be nice anymore. We're going to do what we need to do because we all know shot on video gets everybody through the days. So honestly, I wouldn't be surprised because, you know, let's put one there. But then Satan's Core, really, and VHS Fest, there isn't
Yeah.
really any others. So I guess, yeah, they could. But I like the label. I've got everyone in it, including this one now. But I kind of wish this place was for other films, like this label.
I think you're being kind. Vinegar Syndrome's been around over a decade now. I think they saw with these partner labels how much money that the shot on video was making. And I feel like there's a little bit of a dig.
Yeah.
Why now? Well, I just thought the timing was, not a coincidence that they both left. That was what they were known for. Then all of a sudden, the Gosser video comes out, and movies like Blood Cult and The Ripper are stuff that I'm sure
Yeah.
Television would have liked
Television
to
Culture
release.
Shock would have got.
Yeah, and I think Vinegar Syndrome's got deeper pockets, and they came in and said, "Well, they're mine now. I am going to pick this up." Did you grab it?
I did. I grabbed up because of the special price.
And then we got Cannibal the Musical, LED VHS. No offense, VHS fans. I have no interest in a format that hasn't been relevant for me in about 25 years.
And what about the
And
Ron
then-
Sullivan early collection?
Yeah.
That's a new one.
I looked into it since it's available on the adult site, Mescaline, but also the Vinegar Syndrome site. This is going to be more like a teaserama, more like softcore
Yeah.
teaserama, which basically you're going to have a lot of, tidy whities and
Like those American film genre archive titles where it's all like skin, but there's nothing else.
yeah, I don't even know why I'm asking. I know you picked this up.
Oh yeah.
So before we go into the Flash pre-order for the secret titles, so we got Congo,
Mm-hmm.
Looking for Mr. Goodbar, Blood Tracks, Black-Eyed Susan, Cannibal the Musical, Ron Sullivan, the early years. Now let's dive deeper into these. All right, so this is what it says. As we've hopefully demonstrated in the past, we often save the weirdest, wildest, and most unexpected films as surprises. And this upcoming duo will be no different, including 2 world 4K debuts full of murder, mayhem, dark secrets, and devilish past. This set is one you won't want to miss. I think when they're referring to set here, not so much a box set, but this set of 2 films.
Titles.
I think the way they've worded this, the Murder and Mayhem is one film, and the Dark Secrets and Devilish Past is another. If the keep is going to happen, I think it's the Dark Secrets and Devilish Past. I guess it's a stretch to say Molasar is devilish, but I guess I'm never,
Well, I definitely think one of them is the Cape because Invisible Maniac was a secret title, I believe, if I'm correct on that. And that had the special edition slip. And I do think the Cape has that box that I was saying that I think they're going to do.
Yeah, and it makes it quite clear. The package includes Secret Release 1, 4K, Secret Release 2, 4K. So 2 separate 4Ks, no box sets. The first one, Murder Mayhem, that could be 70s, 80s slasher exploitation, something that we're probably never going to get right. It could be Home Sweet Home. It could be Open House with Adrienne Barbeau, which people have thought Vinegar Syndrome's had for a while. I mean, who knows? I think the Dark Secrets, if we're going to get the keep, because we have this $24 that we paid for on April 1st. And where is this money going? Where does it connect to the Black Friday sale in a couple of weeks? It's got to be the Dark Secrets Devilish Past. But who knows? Maybe the keep is not going to happen till next year. But I think all evidence and clues have led us down the path of I would be disappointed at this point. I would be disappointed if we didn't. Hey, now it's working. There's a better look at Congo. We'll just go back to this real quick. Looking for Mr. Goodbar. I spoke too soon. Now my computer is going slow.
Got too excited then.
I'll get back out and go over to the partner labels.
Woo!
Okay. I kind of did look at these already. Nothing got me excited. I was looking at this Adam Green's Aladdin, but the screen grabs quickly
yes, put you off.
Got me
Didn't the Shudder release get you?
No, let's see. We have 20 species of bees. Adam Green's Aladdin. Is this one of his dumbass short film things that he does for Halloween? Or
I have
something?
no bloody idea. I looked at it and it just looked like trash.
Okay, Adult Swim, Yule Log, because of the holidays are coming. Bent, Better Than Something, Jay Reed.
Oh, that's the documentary.
The Book of Birdie. We got some Fatal Delusion. Yeah, that's a nice cover.
I'll pick that up for that cover alone.
Have a Nice Life. Hercules Returns. Whoa, look at that hair.
I've got the
Hitman.
umbrella version of that from Australia. That was just a recover. That was just a new slip.
Okay, yeah. The Shudder one I actually haven't heard of. One of these days they're going to put out a Shudder one I want. All right. It's not. So did you? You're addicted to films. Did you pick up some of these? All of these?
Yeah, I picked up 20,000 Species of Bees. I picked up Alan Green's Aladdin, Yule Log. I didn't pick up Bent because it seemed like a time I could get over it because it's got Clive Owen in it. So I picked up the first three. I didn't pick up the Factory 25 one. I picked up Fatal Delusion and the Book of Birdie. And I picked up Iron Santa Claus, The Owners, Morale, I think Red Rooms. And I picked up the Shudder, and as always, the American Genre Film Archive title. The Takeshi Kitano one I didn't need to buy because I got a BFI version. So
yeah, you know what? It's funny. I've heard a lot of like, I really think that as collectors, some of us, not all of us, have really become jaded. What I think people need to remember is, even if you love the label, you don't have to pick up every movie. Like, I'm not excited by Congo, yet I know people out there want it, and good for them, you know? I mean, I'm not going to like shit on it, you know? It's like, that's cool. That's good for them. Looking for Mr. Goodbar is definitely an interesting title. Blood Tracks. Again, people have been like, I've been hearing this name thrown out there for years, and here it is. And you know, a Blu-ray. You're never going to probably get this in 4K. So here's your Blu-ray. And, you know, there's 6,000 units. Yeah. It's got some heavy metal elements to it. So
it's scanned and restored in 4K. So it's probably the best it's ever going to look.
You know what? Let me check out this promo real quick.
A nice close shot, a close shot. What made you choose our community for your movie? Solid Gold are not here to make a movie. We're here to shoot one scene for a rock video that's going to be published with Solid Gold's next album. We're in big trouble.
Look, girls, I need some elbow room right here. You're going to have to move to the back. There are mirrors back there. I cannot do this. We're in big trouble.
What the hell's happening? I don't know. Why are you doing this to us?
How come you didn't tell us how cold it was going to be? Yeah, I'm going to freeze my tits off.
All right, that's
interesting.
We're in big trouble. I love that. We're in big trouble. It said 2 times. You got glam, mid-80s hairband. That's my kind of movie right there. That made me happy.
What's going on? I don't know. I thought that was funny.
They're shooting a music video out in the snow, but you know the soundtrack sounded good. You had hot girls. You had a slasher film. So yeah, I mean, look, I think looking for Mr. Goodbar is like a huge thing. I don't care what they paid. They probably felt like it was worth it in the long run, and it's going to sell like hotcakes, and it'll bring new fans to their website, which is something that is always a good thing. Blood Tracks, you know, 2 months in a row,
Yeah.
slasher films. I think we're going to get to keep, and a horror exploitation 70s, 80s, probably that's never been on disc. I think that's the two mystery titles.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely think one's the cape, and I definitely think it's the box with the thing, as I said before. I'd be surprised if it isn't, as a bonus. The other one, I've no idea what it could be because it could be anything.
And we might not know, even with more clues. Obviously, as we get closer to Black Friday, which is, Thanksgiving weekend, they'll give us a little bit more, but I'm good, man. This is why it's good to be a subscriber. We paid in January, and here we are, November, and looking for Mr. Goodbar, paid for. Blood Tracks, paid for. 2 surprise titles, regardless of what they are, paid for. This is why, and then discounts on all the other stuff. Let me ask you this: without your subscription, would you pick up as many of the sub labels and partner labels?
Probably not. I mean, there's some that I would love to get, but I'd probably wait for sales to see. But to be honest, the odd one, I had this conversation with someone the other day, and I said, I feel like being a subscriber, I do buy more. But in the past, I was buying them for the prices. They would be in a sale anyway. But now with the new sale things, you have that choice, but I still like to pick them up because I like to just have them. I don't think I would if I didn't. What about you?
You know what? Probably not. Definitely with the partner labels, unless it's something like a fear.com, I would have probably picked up regardless of the discount. But some of the other ones where it's kind of a risk, some of the sub labels, VSA, VSU, VSL, I probably would still grab them, but it would, at 50, $60, that would be like, ouch,
Yeah.
The discount definitely helps. And I've
Do
heard
you own
some
any of the VSUs other than Beastmaster?
Beastmaster was part of my subscription because it was the first one out the gate. I've been tempted to get Cloak and Dagger, Sidekicks. I was like kind of, indifferent on, so I didn't pick it up. The only other one I would get was Cloak and Dagger. I just felt like, again, with picking up Trick or Treat for $66, obviously I could pick up anything. It's just, but that one was just one I wanted for years. It was 4K, FOMO set in. I own it now. I'm going to watch it tonight, so it's worth it. Where Cloak and Dagger, maybe not as much, but I know the packaging is amazing because the Beastmaster's packaging, which is the same, is flawless. But
the Cloak and Dagger was great. The Atari slip cover, and it's a good film as well.
I'm happy that, look, I'm just going to say this before we go. We're going to wrap this up here soon. For the collectors out there that are complaining about, well, looking for Mr. Goodbar, it should have been Cinematograph or VSU. Who cares? It all falls underneath Vinegar Syndrome. You're going to buy it either way. The fact is they're able to have them. Look, we're paying as fans for these releases. Vinegar Syndrome can only afford going after like Flesh for Frankenstein or looking for Mr. Goodbar. That these are probably 6-figure films, if not more. We don't know. Very expensive. But we're paying for it as fans. The more money they have, we don't know Blood Tracks. Blood Tracks could have been a situation of whoever owned the rights. Let's say it was the producer. I don't like the film. I don't even want to release it. I don't even care what you offer me. You don't know what's keeping movies from being released. So, I think we got it good, man. We have it way too good. As somebody who's been collecting videos, movies forever.
What about this then? Will you be subscribing next year?
I will subscribe as long as they're in existence. Oh yeah.
Wow.
Because look,
even
90% of the movies they put out, I would have bought anyways. And the ones that I don't like, I'm like, well, I didn't know I wasn't going to like it until I watched it. And either I'm going to watch a bootleg of it or a low resolution upload to YouTube. At least if I'm going to watch it and give it a fair shake, watch it in the clearest picture and best format as possible. I think that's Blu-ray or 4K or whatever is the best way. Do I love everything? No, there's always going to be a couple turkeys, but man, I look at my collection behind me and I'm like, I'm happy with, most of the stuff I would have picked up anyways. So to answer your question, hell yeah, man, it's January. I'm ready to drop, $800-900, and it's worth it because in the long run, I'm gonna acquire most of those films anyways, and it is cheaper if you just fork over the money at the beginning, and then on the back end, the movies are paid for.
Well, it's cheaper for you because you're more careful with the picking stuff up.
Yeah,
Me, I end up buying so many discs, I end up with like a couple of hundred by the end of the year.
you are the hoarder, but we'll work out something. Black Friday video is going to be tricky because it's going to like drop like
live from the dinner table. He's gonna do it.
Yeah, it's going to be Thanksgiving. I'm probably going to come home and try to do something late, if not the next day. It's not the end of the world if it's not live. It's not a big deal, but we'll figure out something out. But Malcolm and I will be back on Monday. Before I forget, because I always do, make sure like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching. And that's it, man. We'll be back in a couple days to do Revenge of the Sith. We've kind of fallen behind on Star Wars, but we're going to get back on it. Thank you, Malcolm. Good to see you're feeling better. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.
Take care, guys.